Creepers! What's up, you crazy creeps? Good morning, afternoon, evening. We are currently creeping on the Springwater Corridor on the Creeper Cruiser, and we are heading into Southeast Portland today for some things I wanted to show you guys. Two being iconic Portland restaurants that are no longer, well, one of them is still functioning as of now, but they've went ahead and closed most of their locations, and another one last 10 years in Portland, no longer. So we're gonna go down into Southeast and document that, so stay tuned. Doing a little creep. All right, just waiting for the bus. Now gonna throw the bike on the front of the bus, unless it's one of the longer ones. And I also noticed these cherry blossoms the other day passing by. So beautiful. All right, our bus should be here shortly, hopefully. Alright, got our ticket, got the bike on the front, we're all good to go. Thank you. And I got the all-day ticket too. So we are heading into Southeast. Alright, there goes our bus. I like these people's house here all decked out for Easter. Couple of Easter bunnies there, and the Easter bunny stops here. We are on Southeast Division and 50th, and first on the, gosh, I guess you would say chopping block right here across the street in these brand new buildings sits the Green Zebra, which just announced at the beginning of this month that this is it. They're totally done. They were going to close at the end of this month. They kind of wrapped up operations earlier than even planned. As you can still see, they got their signage up. Yeah, these guys were, I think, 10 years in the game and had to kind of call it. They started by closing some of their stores, I think over in the Pearl and in Northwest. And then Southeast was kind of the final chopping block. And I worked for Nature's, which was like kind of the original health food store out here, and then it kind of evolved into New Seasons, and a few more of these kind of organic grocery stores came about as time went on here in Portland. And now they are closed. And what stinks is this was a little market here for years, and it sat vacant for, gosh, like probably 5-10 years. And then Green Zebra came in and took over, and they had a really good run here. But it took them a while to even get this one started. They had a couple other operations that were still in business. And this one was like one of the last ones kind of to get going. So it's kind of sad to see it in the paper being gone. Yeah, I guess the very last day was supposed to be on the 28th, which was yesterday, March of 2023. Wow. So yeah, they definitely had a good, 5-10 year run here. But no longer. I did see some items in the case, or in that cooler over there. But other than that, they are looking like they are about done. So that stinks. One final look here. Green zebra. Yeah, I think there was like at least 4 or 5 locations all throughout Portland, most of them here in Southeast. And I will leave links to their homepage so that you guys can kind of see some. I'll also insert some pictures and stuff so that you guys can see what it looked like when it was fully operational. There you have it, green zebra. And I believe the lady that started this worked with me at the Original Natures over on 28th and Division. Yeah, that's about it. Wow, that stinks. We just got to head down Division and then cut back over to Hawthorne for another iconic place here in Portland that is no longer. Yeah, that's too bad. It's a good company. They were really good to their employees too. Paid them pretty well. I've been wanting to check this place out here across the street, this world famous place, because I was told that the owner has a ton of wrestling memorabilia. I'm not sure what it even is. I think it's an antique store. I'm not sure if they're even open. This is pretty darn cool. I've never noticed this. I think it's an ode to the Highwayman. I think that's Willie Nelson and... Gosh, I'm drawing a blank. If you guys remember the Highwayman, I think that's them. I think it's kind of an ode to Willie Nelson. Right here on this Stumptown building. Huh. Yeah, I never noticed that before. But I do love the neon through here, especially Stumptown sign, kind of that old school look to it. Drive by Stumptown. Whoop! Alright. Heading to Hawthorne. Alright, just biking down this greenway here. I noticed something really odd, which doesn't surprise me because we're in Southeast, but this weird little like art piece here, which I absolutely love this kind of stuff. Weird roadside oddities. It's like some kind of, I don't know what the heck it is. Some kind of pipe with a whole bunch of, uh-oh. I didn't see that part. It's hilarious. Got My Little Pony down there. Some Rock'em Sock'em robots. That is very strange. And I love it. I love Southeast for that kind of stuff. And there is a giant deer. Oh dear. Alright, we are on 39th and Hawthorne, and this tattoo and piercing place was actually the home to Linus Pauling, a famous, scientist, and he created the, oh gosh, I can't remember, pronounce it right, but yeah, this is his. Oh wait, okay, I'm wrong. This was actually owned by the family, but this is actually the house. This is the Linus Pauling house, as seen here above the door. And why I got it confused is this is actually a art piece, but it's a recreation of one of the proteins that he designed I believe is what you would call it. The Alpha Helix, dedicated to the memory of Linus Pauling, 1901 to 1994, is based on the Alpha Helix, the fundamental structure of what's occurring in protons. And we actually did a full vlog on this years ago. And I think if I walk up here to the door, right above the door here, oh yeah, here he is. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's neat. I always like seeing that. Down Hawthorne, the Baghdad Theater looking good. With its neon all lit up this morning. My old stomping ground. That's a cool area. A lot has changed though since I've been around these parts. A lot of businesses come and gone over the years. Yeah, theater's looking great. This was a Starbucks on the corner here that I worked at. We are heading down just a few more blocks. But I didn't know that Rovente Pizza shut down. These guys were here for many, many years. Oh yeah, it even says on the door, 1998. Dang, I used to stop by here all the time. This was kind of their little walk-up window, I think, at one point. That's too dang bad. Yeah, it was kind of just a smaller place. I'd normally just grab a slice and then sit out here. They had some tables and whatnot. But yeah, Rovente. Dang, another one bites the dust. All for lease. Yeah, that stinks. I like these guys. Well, that's freaking awesome. Just cruising down here and realize they got a brand new spot. That's why they closed. Yeah, Rovente Pizza now on 24th and Hawthorne. Heck yeah, dude. Way bigger spot. That is really good news. Yeah, I was bummed to see the other one close, so this is great. Wow. One, and I was like, do you mind if I video? Because I'm putting it on my channel. Oh, yeah. For my YouTube. I always like to ask permission because I don't want to film if you don't want to be on. No, absolutely. Okay, so yeah, this is great, man. I'm so happy to see you guys back. I was so bummed because I saw the other one up the street was closed, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, so that location was there for about 20 years or so.
Yeah, it was.
And we just moved here September of last year.
It. Yeah, you guys are so awesome. I know I saw the sticker on the door and everything.
You wanna come in here?
I'll check it out. Yeah, man, it smells so good. Oh my God, I love your guys' pizza. Yeah, this is a way bigger location.
Yeah, so we got more.
This is great. Heck yeah. Yeah, I used to get a slice. I lived on 35th and Yamhill. Oh, okay. So I would walk over, and my buddy Al that delivered for you guys for years, me and him were really good friends. I think he left to go wherever he left to go to, but for years, me and him, I worked at a coffee shop and he had pizza, so it was great.
Oh, nice,
yeah, this is great. They got their new logo and everything.
This building was
wow. Nice shot of downtown through the streets here. And we are kind of just waiting to cross because our next stop is just right on the other side of this building here, which is one of the final locations to Hot Lips Pizza, which has been around here, gosh, I think since '94 or so. I'll definitely leave links. All right, we have the crosswalk activated. Don't run me over, buddy. At least let me document the pizza place first. So yeah, right around the corner here, they've even got their little Hot Lips Pizza mobile is one of the very last locations for Hot Lips Pizza. They just made the announcement, like maybe 2 days ago, that they were closing up most of their locations. So this is it. And these guys have been here for quite some time. I actually worked at the Starbucks down in Ladd's Addition, and I would pop up here once in a while and grab a slice of their pie. But yeah, if you guys want some good pizza, come on down here and check them out before they are ghosted. The big old smooch there. Hot Lips Pizza, yeah. Hopefully this one will have a still standing run. Like I said, it was kind of the talk that most of their locations were going to be closing. I know they do their like hand-tossed pizza. Just leaving the Hot Lips Pizza there, talking with some of the guys working. They were saying that that location's actually staying open. There's no plans for that location to close, so that's another good thing. They didn't really want me to film on the inside. They said I could, but they weren't really too cool with it. So just out of respect, I just was telling them I was just filming out front just for documentation purposes. And yeah, they were cool though. And gosh, now I kind of want pizza after all this talk about pizza, and then stepping in there and smelling their fresh pie. And he was actually hand spinning it, which is pretty impressive. I wanted to at least film him doing that just because it's so cool. But that's all right. Southeast Portland, 2 iconic places. I thought 3, but it was good to see Rovente back in action. That was very nice of the owner to let me come in and check out the new spot. Make sure you guys check them out if you do like a good pizza. We're so spoiled out here. It's really hard to pick. I mean, pizza's kind of pizza, but there's different kinds. New York, Chicago. I'm more of a thin crust, but yeah, it's a win-win. But it's nice to see Hot Lips actually still going to be sticking around. It's good to see Rovente, new spot. This kind of stinks about Green Zebra, but hey, there you have it. I always forget about this little smaller movie theater here, Cinemagic. Looks like they're playing Dungeons and Dragons. And that reminds me, I got to get tickets to the Mario movie coming up. Probably won't see it here, but I do always like seeing their marquee right here on 20th and Hawthorne. I'm gonna ask them if the Mario movie's gonna be playing here actually. Oh, I guess I can't. They're not open yet. All right, coffee acquired. And I like taking these back alleys through here. Kind of cuts through the neighborhoods. There's a few of them through Southeast that still exist. I'm not sure if they were gonna actually make a road through here or what. But I guess if you do live back in here, you gotta park your car somehow. Just cutting through the alleys here. Ladd's Circle. So pretty through here. And I'm noticing that one of my favorite coffee shops looks like they are closed. And the building's for sale. This is Palio. Yet another. Wow, that really stinks. Yeah, these guys were here for, gosh, I'd say at least 20 years, or if not more. Kind of the more low-key coffee shops right here in the heart of Ladd's Addition. Wow, that really stinks. I'm gonna peek the camera in the window just for a quick second. Yeah, that stinks, dude. I rarely got my coffees here, but it was a real treat for sure. And I've always liked the looks of this building too. Yeah, that stinks, dude. For sale. Yet another one bites the dust. Dang, dude, that really stinks. We got the tattoo shop still in business here, and a couple other little businesses. I saw this guy last time too. I'll show you guys real quick here. This cool robot. Yeah, that stinks about Palio. Dang. They were here for at least 20 years, maybe longer. That stuff, that really stinks. Sitting on this bench here, right inside the circle. Lad's Edition. Lad's Circle. Just kind of reminiscent. I used to walk up here on my breaks when I worked at that Starbucks that I was telling you about. There was two on Hawthorne. I worked at Lad's Edition, and then would walk through the alley there where we rode through earlier and come up here. Sometimes walk over to Palio, which was funny because I worked at a coffee shop, but I would go and get my coffee at Palio and then come sit here and enjoy it. A lot of old Portland erased from existence. But at least Rovente's back in action. Hot Lips is still kind of functioning. Yeah, Portland is changing quick, but that's gonna do it from Lad's Edition. That's pretty through here. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. You can ring that bell, that way when I creep, you guys will be the first to creep. And if you did enjoy this, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Until next time,
Creeper out for now. Peace.